find the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Aldgate, where this train terminates. Please take your belongings with you when you leave the train. For change. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Liverpool Street.
Good afternoon from Aldgate. Today I will be travelling on the Metropolitan Line to Uxbridge. Yes, I've been putting it off, unfortunately. This weekend the Metropolitan Line will be suspended, according to TfL. Then on Monday I will be able to do Amersham, Chesham and Watford. The Amersham, Chesham and Watford sections on the Metropolitan Line. This one is going to Chesham, but it's not left just yet. It's during the evening peak times, which means northbound services also operate fast and semi-fast services. They also do this southbound during the morning rush hour. There goes the Chesham train. I'm in a hurry, but not that much of a hurry. I'm still able to use my Oyster card until 30th of September. My travel card. I think it's a 16 plus free travel. It expires on 30th of September 2021. From then I will have to use a regular Oyster card or a contactless bank card or Apple Pay. That's another Metropolitan Line. The Circle and Hammersmith and City lines have severe delays due to train cancellations. The lines I've already did. I think that's actually a Hammersmith and City line. I don't know. We'll see where it goes to. Definitely a Hammersmith and City line train. No, it's actually the Metropolitan Line. Yes, it's the Metropolitan Line. We're now on the move. Next stop, Liverpool Street. Here at Aldgate you can change for the Circle line as well as the District and Hammersmith and City from Aldgate East. There it goes. That one is a...
The next station is Liverpool Street. Change for the Central Line, TfL Rail, London Overground and National Rail Services.
Yep, that was the Circle line via Victoria that just passed us. Once I do Uxbridge, once I reach Uxbridge, I'll go home. We run alongside the Circle and Hammersmith and City lines towards Baker Street.
This is Liverpool Street. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Moorgate.
Goodbye Metropolitan Line train to Aldgate. I'm just gonna sit here with my scooter.
The next station is Moorgate. Change for the Northern Line and National Rail services.
See what that was. The main differences between the S8 and the S7 stock is that the S8 has 8 coaches and has these seats, while the S7 has longitudinal and has 7 carriages. Here's the Hammersmith and City Line parking. There's a Circle Line train to Hammersmith waiting to depart.
This is Moorgate. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Barbican. The rear doors will not open at the next station. Please use other doors.
From 10:30 PM every night, the Piccadilly Line train will additionally call at Turnham Green. Goodbye Hammersmith and City Line train to Barking. Whenever I'm at Heathrow, I always talk a lot when recording. Sometimes I'm just trying to memorize the aircraft departing, what type of aircraft it is, and where it's heading to. I usually type these in notes on my phone. There's an Aldgate train. Most aircraft are easy to recognise. Usually Boeing and Airbus aircraft.
The next station is Barbican. The rear doors will not open at the next station. Please use other doors.
Circle Line via Liverpool Street. Next station is Moorgate. There's a Circle Line train via Liverpool Street and Tower Hill.
This is Barbican. The rear doors will not open here. Please use other doors. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Farringdon.
After the Baker Street to Watford journey, I won't be doing any more full journeys on the S stock. then I'll do the deep level tube at Northern, Piccadilly, Victoria and Waterloo City lines, and then
The next station is Farringdon. Change for National Rail Services.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
the DLR full journeys would have been more enjoyable if we were able to sit in the front or the back. Like the very front or even the very back, but because of COVID we're not allowed to do so. Just travel on the DLR yourself, you'll find out. Barking, Hammersmith City Line, Hammersmith and City Line to Barking.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Farringdon. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is King's Cross and Pancras.
Template trains. This southbound one is bound for Brighton. Couldn't see the northbound one, but oh well. We're not racing along it. We're definitely not. Which means it might be going to St Albans or Luton, or even Kentish Town. Circle Line via Liverpool Street and Tower Hill. Well, the quickest way to travel from Upminster to Heathrow would be C2C to Fenchurch Street, or C2C to West Ham District and Hammersmith and City to...
The next station is King's Cross and Pancras. Change for the Northern, Piccadilly and Victoria Line, national and international rail services.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
And then from Mile End, Central Line to Ealing Broadway, and then TfL Rail to Heathrow, or TfL Rail to Paddington and Heathrow Express to Heathrow. So King's Cross.
The gap between the train and the platform.
This is King's Cross and Pancras. station, Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Euston Square.
As for the London Overground and TfL rail full journeys, I don't know what I will be able to do. Well, there is no eastbound train just yet. We'll be overtaking the Jubilee line between Finchley Road and Wembley Park. Hammersmith via Paddington in 1 minute. Uxbridge all stations in around 3 minutes. 7 minutes maybe, probably. I didn't have a clear look at the board because we were moving. We're moving.
The next station is Euston Square. Change for London Overground and National Rail services from Euston.
Metropolitan Line to Aldgate.
This is Euston Square. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Great Portland Street. The rear doors will not open at the next station. Please use other doors.
Goodbye, eastbound Metropolitan Line. It's usually busy at this time. Oh, I just saw an advert about Bitcoin. Be careful with Bitcoin. Scammers may ask you to pay them with Bitcoin, which is cryptocurrency.
The next station is Great Portland Street. Change for Circle and Hammersmith and City Line services via Paddington.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
The rear doors will not open at the next station. Please use other doors.
Other ways the scammers will ask you to pay them is also buying them gift cards or by wiring money.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Great Portland Street. The rear doors will not open here. Please use other doors. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Baker Street.
Baker Street, you can also change for not just Bakerloo, Circle, Hammersmith and City and Jubilee lines, but also for national rail services from Marylebone. And exit Madame Tussauds and Sherlock Holmes, Metropolitan Line to Aldgate. between Preston Road and Northwick Park will go over the West Coast Main Line. I think the driver might say something, so we'll have to be quiet.
Good evening, which is main cabin, just going to go back up on the Street, which I'm going to show you. Apologies for the delay.
At Northwick Park, you can also change for the Piccadilly line and London Overground services from Kenton.
The next station is Baker Street. Change for the Bakerloo, Circle, Hammersmith City and Jubilee lines.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
You actually get charged $1.50 for using your contactless bank card or contactless payment on the TfL network system. I've tried this when travelling to and from my college. Travelling towards my college. Aldgate bound Metropolitan Line.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Baker Street. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Finchley Road.
You can also change for London Overground from Finchley Road and Frognall at Finchley Road, our next stop. If only there were lifts at Finchley Road, there'd only be two. One for northbound Jubilee and Metropolitan Line trains, and the other for southbound Jubilee and Metropolitan Line trains. We also run alongside Chiltern Railways between Finchley Road and Harrow on the Hill, and even up to Amersham. I think you can only travel for free between Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3 and Heathrow Terminal 5, regardless of the type of Oyster card you have. I'll give my bank card a try between Terminals 2 and 3 and Terminal 5. There goes the Baker Street train. I don't know whether or not it's free if you are using a bank card from Terminal 3 to from Terminals 2 and 3 to Terminal 5. Terminal 4 is still closed until further notice, but if you was to travel from Terminal 5 or Terminals 2 and 3 to Terminal 4, you'd have to change at Hatton Cross, but don't get out at Hatton Cross because you will have to pay. this train would be going to Uxbridge, and I was correct. Because Uxbridge is once every 7 to 15 minutes. Watford, Amersham and Chesham every half hour. It all depends on the time of day. And what day it is. I think this means we might be racing alongside the Jubilee line soon. Well, maybe not just yet.
Too much of this.
No, we're not alongside the Jubilee line just yet.
The strongest will I've ever come across.
Trouble. Girls as well.
You go north, she goes south. You go east, she wants to go west. Metaphorically, every way possible.
Let her do the thing. I'm following you, kids. You're supposed to say hi, girl.
Now we're going alongside the Jubilee line.
The next station is Finchley Road. Change for the Jubilee line.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Also, change for London Overground from Finchley Road and Frognall. This means you would have to get out and walk 7 minutes up Finchley Road to Finchley Road and Frognall. As of now, there's a Stratford-bound Jubilee line. Bye-bye, Stratford-bound train. Good luck. And have fun, I guess. Finchley Road. Onwards to Uxbridge, there will be daylight.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Finchley Road. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Wembley Park.
The next Stanmore train is in 3 minutes. You'll notice there it says fast trains to Amersham stop at Harrow on the Hill and Moor Park, then all stations to Amersham. For intermediate stations, please check the train number. Jubilee and Jubilee Line 1996 stock and Metropolitan Line S8 stock have raced each other into the station. To our left, we'll see the Chiltern Main Line. Like now. There it is. I don't think there are any trains on the Chiltern Main Line right now. But there will be, I think they're half-hourly between Marylebone and Aylesbury via Amersham, with a 1 hourly extension, with 1 train per hour extending to Aylesbury Vale Parkway, West Hampstead. Soon the North London line will be going underneath us. Yes, there's some graffiti over there, but that's okay. There's a Baker Street train over there. They go to North London line underneath us. No trains as far as I know. Now we're about to pass through Kilburn. Metropolitan Railway 1914, it says on the bridge. Oh, and there's a Stanmore bound train at Kilburn, on the platform at Kilburn. for me, the Northern Line will be a bit strange as I'm going southbound from High Barnet to Morden via Bank, then northbound from Morden or Kennington, depending on the time of day, to Edgware via Charing Cross. I know, because on the northbound platform at Embankment, every time a northbound Northern Line train pulls in, the old Mind the Gap announcement goes off. Metropolitan Line to Aldgate. Walton Green, a former Metropolitan Line station. Stanmore train to our side. I think I saw a Metropolitan Line bound to Aldgate. There's a Stratford Bound train. I think that I saw the timetable at Finchley Road say North Greenwich for one of the trains. So one of them might be going to North Greenwich if it's not going to Stratford. Oh, and there's a Chiltern Railways train. There's Garth Hill. The Chiltern Main Line leaves us at Neasden and then continues on to High Wycombe, Oxford, Banbury and Birmingham via Princess Risborough, Leamington Spa and Warwick. And even via Wembley Stadium. Stanmore bound train in the platform here at Euston, another former Metropolitan Line station. And as you can see, the Chiltern Main Line leaves us. But the London to Aylesbury line stays with us until Harrow on the Hill. I didn't want to get out at Aldgate because I would have missed this train had I got out. London Underground train depot.
Wembley Park. Change for the Jubilee Line. Exit for Wembley Stadium and Wembley Arena.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Metropolitan Line to Aldgate. Jubilee Line to Stratford. There's 6 platforms here at Wembley Park. This is platform 2 for all stations Metropolitan Line trains. Platform 1 for fast and semi-fast trains.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Wembley Park. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Preston Road.
Platform 3 is for Jubilee Line to Stanmore, Platform 4 for Jubilee Line to Stratford, and Platform 5 for all stations Metropolitan Line to Baker Street and Aldgate, And platform 5 for all stations Metropolitan Line. Platform 5 for all stations Metropolitan Line trains to Aldgate. And platform 6 for fast and semi-fast Metropolitan Line trains to Aldgate, which do not stop at Wembley Park from 7:05 to 9:35 Mondays to Fridays. So you won't be able to get signal on most of the underground. Piccadilly Line, Kensal Green to Wilson Junction, Wembley Central to Stonebridge Park, there's a Baker Street train, and south of Queen's Park down to Elephant and Castle. Central Line, Leytonstone to Newbury Park, Leyton to Stratford, and Stratford to White City. And as for the Circle, District, Hammersmith and City, and Metropolitan Lines, Farringdon to Edgware Road to Paddington, Royal Oaks, Westbourne Park, and also Paddington to High Street.
The next station is Preston Road.
Gloucester Road to South Kensington and South Kensington to Sloane Square and Sloane Square to Liverpool Street and Sloane Square and Liverpool Street towards Whitechapel to Bow Road. Upney to Aldgate, westbound District Line only, and Upney to Barking, westbound District Line only. Whitechapel to Bow Road.
This is Preston Road. This is an all-stations Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Northwick Park,
where you can change for Piccadilly Line and London Overground from Kenton. Other parts of the underground where you won't get signal: Baker Street to Finchley Road. Jubilee Line from Finchley Road to Canning Town, and Northern Line south of East Finchley and Golders Green to Morden, and from Colindale to Hendon Central. Piccadilly Line Oakwood to Southgate to Honest Grove, and Honest Grove to Barons Court, also from Hounslow West to Heathrow. You won't get any signal on the Victoria or Waterloo and City lines, nor even on the DLR from I think Mudchute to Greenwich, is it? And also Stratford to Stratford International, King George B to Woolwich Arsenal, Galleys Reach to Beckton, and from Shadwell to Bank. London Overground, there's lots. Euston to South Hampstead, Queen's Park to
Kensal. The next
Kensal.
station is Northwick Park.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
We just went over the West Coast Main Line, if you saw there. Anyways, where was I? London Overground, Euston to South Hampstead, Kensal Green to Wilson Junction, Stonebridge Park to Wembley Central, Finchley Road and Frognall to Hampstead Heath, Shoreditch High Street and Whitechapel to Surrey Quays.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Northwick Park. This is an all-stations Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Harrow on the Hill.
You also won't get any signal from Gosblick to Upper Holloway. Just only in these tunnels. And even from Liverpool Street to Bethnal, out of Liverpool Street to Bethnal Green, I assume Hackney Downs to Clapton, Clapton to St James Street. And also TfL Rail Liverpool Street to Stratford and Hayes and Harlington to Heathrow. I don't know about tunnels on the trams. The District Line also has tunnels from High Street Kensington to West Brompton to Broadway, and East Putney to Southfields. So in these tunnels you won't get any signal whatsoever. I know, because some of us will want to use our phones most of the time. And also Earl's Court to West Kensington, and I think that's it. We might be stuck at a red signal. There goes a Chiltern Railways 165030.
Red signal, just waiting for a vacant platform ahead of us at Harrow on the Hill. Definitely we should be able to move shortly. Apologies for the delay. Thank you.
That was 165030 to Aylesbury. From Harrow on the Hill, it will fall at Rickmansworth, Chorleywood, Cheltenham, and Latimer, Amersham, Great Missenden, Wendover, Stoke Mandeville, and Aylesbury. Stations beyond Amersham do not accept Oyster card or bank or contactless bank cards.
Good evening, next up will be Harrow on the Hill. This train will remain on the platform for a short while to change drivers. Thank you.
And also from Earl's Court to Olympia.
The next station is Harrow on the Hill. Change for Metropolitan Line services to Watford, Chesham and Amersham, and National Rail services.
Alice is better than District Line, where it says at Earl's Court change for the Piccadilly Line and District Line services to other destinations. Without even saying the specific name of the destination. Like, if it was a Wimbledon to Edgware Road train, it should say change for the Piccadilly Line and District Line services to Upminster, Ealing Broadway and Richmond. And even Olympia if it was a weekend.
This is Harrow on the Hill. The rear doors will not open here. Please use other doors.
Didn't tell us whether the rear doors will open or not.
This is an all-stations Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is West Harrow.
West Harrow? Should have said the rear doors will not open at the next station. Please use upper doors. If there's a Baker Street train, train will be in the platform for a while, so people are going to catch the Baker Street train. don't think I'll go to Heathrow today. I'll just go straight home from Uxbridge.
The next station is West Harrow.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
If I wanted to go to Heathrow this weekend, then there'll be no Piccadilly line trains west of Hammersmith to Uxbridge or Heathrow. There'll also be no district line service from High Street Kensington to Edgware Road and Tenement Green to Ealing Broadway.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is West Harrow. This is an all-station Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Farringdon Lane.
You can only take your bikes on the deep level tube lines in the above ground sections only. You can't take your bike on the Victoria or Waterloo and City lines because they're all underground. The only exception above ground on the Victoria line is the depot. I love how that first we're in the city of London, and 48 minutes later we're out in the countryside. Not exactly the countryside, just outside of London. I mean, we're still in London, just in a more quieter area.
The next station is Rayners Lane. Change for the Piccadilly line.
Soon we're going to see the old Piccadilly line trains. Wow, this station even has a car park. This is one of the few stations to have pink Oyster card readers.
This is Rayners Lane. This is an all-stations Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Eastcote. The rear doors will not open at the next station. Please use other doors.
Well, pink Oyster card readers, you can only scan them if you've not been through Zone 1. Like Earl's Court. Rayners Lane is one of the few stations to have pink Oyster card readers. And there's a Piccadilly line train in the siding. Like Earl's Court to Wembley Park. Through Zone 1, it'll be the Piccadilly line to Green Park, then Jubilee line to Wembley Park. Avoiding Zone 1, Piccadilly line to Rayners Lane, and then Metropolitan Line to Wembley Park.
The next station is Eastcote. The rear doors will not open at the next station. Please use other doors.
Hello, Eastcote.
This is Eastcote. The rear doors will not open here. Please use other doors. This is an all-stations Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Ruislip Manor.
Before I go to Heathrow, I'll have to see which runway planes are departing from and what direction they're going in. It was quite hard to see planes taking off from the southern runway towards the east. 09 right. 09 right. And using 09 left for landing. Yes, Heathrow is back to dual runway operations, using one runway for takeoff and the other for landing.
The next station is Ruislip Manor.
Harrow on the hill-bound Metropolitan Line train.
This is Ruislip Manor.
Watch your step on boarding
This is
outside.
an all-stations Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Ruislip.
Two minutes, it will be a Piccadilly line train. £2 all day, says the sign in the car park at Ruislip Manor station. At some stations you
The
still...
next station is Ruislip.
At some stations you still have to pay to use the toilet, like in this mall at Hammersmith.
This is Ruislip. This is an all-stations Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Piccadilly.
Someone may have blocked the doors. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Mondays to Fridays, Waterloo City Line. I think it used to be 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. Mondays to Saturdays, and
The next station is Ickenham.
yeah, I think it was 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. Mondays to Saturdays, and closed on Sundays. Well, I'm not sure. This next train will be a Piccadilly line on platform 2 eastbound.
This is Ickenham. This is an all-stations Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Hillingdon.
Hillingdon. Oh, never mind. All trains from platform 1 go to Uxbridge. The quickest way to travel from Uxbridge to Cockfosters is the Metropolitan Line to King's Cross, then the Victoria Line to Finsbury Park, and the Piccadilly Line towards Cockfosters. If travelling from High Barnet or Edgware to Malvern, change at Euston for the Victoria Line. Change at Euston or Warren Street for the Victoria Line to Stockwell. Then from Stockwell, Malvern Line to Morden. Change at Euston on the Bank branch, Warren Street on the Charing Cross branch. At Euston, there's cross-platform interchange between the Victoria Line and Malvern Line Bank branch.
The next station is Hillingdon.
Hillingdon's way, please.
This is an all-stations Metropolitan Line train to Uxbridge. The next station is Uxbridge.
If I wanted to go to Heathrow, I'd probably have to catch a bus. I mean, a bus to Heathrow from Uxbridge. I don't know which bus exactly. When no free train is indicated, take the first train and change at Rayners Lane if necessary. When no free train is available, take the first train and change at this station if necessary. Like on the Piccadilly line, London Overground to Queen's Park. Like when no free train is indicated, take the first train and change at Queen's Park if necessary. Same with at Leytonstone. Same with eastbound on the Central Line at Leytonstone, or westbound on the Central Line at Northampton. And District and Hammersmith and City, westbound towards Aldgate East. So clockwise at Circle Line at South Kensington and Gloucester Road. Anti-clockwise at Tower Hill. And also for the Metropolitan Line northbound at Harrow on the Hill. I think we're just going to wait for an available platform at Uxbridge. Same like before, London Overground North London Line change at Walsall Junction. Also for Lee Valley Line to change at Hackney Downs. East London Line change at Dalston Junction or in Surrey Quays. Dalston Junction northbound, Surrey Quays southbound. For the DLR from Bank. Customers for trains to Lewisham change at Westbury. trains to Beckton, take the Woolwich Arsenal train, then change at Canning Town. And same for Stratford International, trains to Beckton, change at Canning Town. And same for Northern Line, when no through train is indicated, change and take the first train and change at Camden Town.
The next station is Uxbridge, where this train terminates. Please take your belongings with you when you leave the train. All change.
This last stop, Uxbridge. I think there's the former Uxbridge station, which is probably a bunch of sidings. Then we'll do Piccadilly line. On no through trains indicated, take the first train and change at Acton Town if necessary. Same with TfL Rail at Hayes. If no through train is indicated, take the first train and change at Hayes and Harlington if necessary. Like if there's no through train to Heathrow, take a Reading or Hayes and Harlington bound train and change at Hayes and Harlington. Metropolitan Line to Aldgate. This train has just arrived from Cockfosters or Arnos Grove. First, I believe the first train is platform 4. Platform 3, next Piccadilly line train to Cockfosters. And this is platform 2 over here. Platform 1 is the platform we arrived in. I'm going to have to check TfL Rail before I go home. Do not open doors on platform 2. Metropolitan Line, Piccadilly Road and Baker Street. Piccadilly Line, Hammersmith and West End. Changed at Acton Town for Heathrow. Change at Acton Town for Heathrow Airport. The trains to Heathrow Airport. Maybe change the Ealing Common to District Line to Ealing Broadway, and then the Piccadilly Line, or maybe the TfL Rail to Heathrow, or TfL Rail to Paddington and Heathrow Express to Heathrow. Okay, that's it. I think that will be it for today. Hope you enjoyed this full journey from Aldgate to Uxbridge, all stations, and I will see you all next time. Metropolitan Line from Aldgate to Chesham. Aldgate to Amersham.